If you don't remember,
I did not round that part, but I was at 1.
So you don't remember where you voted from?
I voted from, like, there are 3, but all the names are light college.
So you don't know where you...
Separated in, there was N, NAG and something, but I voted from 1.
Whose name you don't know?
I did not cram that.
she didn't cram.
Did you have a police agent at that police station?
Yes, I had.
What was his or her name?
Again, Your Honor, the polling station.
Your Worship, we are looking at polling stations. There are 10 polling stations in quotation. I am not asking about either polling stations. I'm looking at Kayunga. That's allowed to cross-examine low-lying witness.
Maybe
raise the issue that I want to raise. That much I will try to see. The polling station, all the 3 of them at that area are not in issue.
We don't know.
Are not in issue. What is in issue is a question of 10 polling stations. Your Honor, you asked to decide whether you're going to do a recount for those 10 or not. What happens in the rest of them, this is not the entire charge. We're not charging the entire election.
Your Worship, are you aware of the question she voted from? We don't know
She has said
whether
that she doesn't.
it is in these 10 or not.
Your Honor,
A person with selective memory, as you are seeing her, you cannot just take her slightly.
Why don't you leave that one to court?
Your Worship, that's why we need to know, so that's her evidence against court. There are polling stations under issue. We don't know whether these are the ones, because she selectively choosing what to say. So, counsel, let your witness stand. I am not asking about polling stations from Kampala. I'm asking about that area.
But I hope she has answered that one, that she doesn't. Maybe you were asking about the polling agent.
Yes.
The polling agent where you voted for. No, but you recall that no agent.
She's called Madame Shami.
Shamin?
Your Worship, the application before you is grossly misconceived. It's bad in law. It is banned by law. Frivolous, vexatious, and fatally effective. It is actually an abuse of court process, a proper legal process or procedure. These criminal objections are capable.
Let me first here. I agree.
No, Your Honor, before he is raising them now, no, was informing.
No. These criminal objections are capable of disposing of the entire application. Are addressed under Section 80 of the Parliamentary Elections Act. Cap 177. And it states briefly, the election of a candidate as a member of parliament shall only be set aside any of the following grounds. To the satisfaction of the High Court. To the satisfaction of the High Court. Some of the grounds are non-compliance with the provisions of this Act. The other ground is that a person other than the one elected won the election. That the person other than the one elected won the election. The other ground is that an illegal practice or any other offense under this Act was committed. My Lord, the jurisdiction for such matters is provided for under Section 79 of the Parliamentary Elections Act. And it is the High Court.
In those state paragraphs, the applicant introduces those DRR forms as annexures. However, a look at those DRR forms or annexures that run through E to M, they are marked as E to N. E to N, sorry. E to N, yes. They fall very far short of the requirement to prove such irregularities and or falsification of results. They fall very far short of the requirement to prove such irregularities and or falsifications. Your Worship, none of the DRR forms is certified by the second respondent, Electoral Commission. Your Worship, the Apex Court, our Apex Court has had the opportunity to decide on such matters where a court is faced with uncertified DRR forms. And in the case of Kakoza John Baptist, Kakoza John Baptist versus Electoral Commission and Iga Anthony. Supreme Court Election Petition Appeal number 11 of 2007. The decision of Justice Kanye Hamba, may he so rest in peace, with whom the rest of the judges concurred, held in not so many words that a DRR form is a public document within the meaning of Section 7. Yes, I have availed copies and have highlighted the necessary parts. That a DRR form is a public document. A party who wishes to rely on it has to have it certified. Irregularities in the DRR forms cannot be effected other than producing certified copies thereof. My Lord, Your Worship, the decision of that Supreme Court, since it's binding on all other courts, has had the opportunity of being followed in other cases. Mashate Mabomu Peter versus Electoral Commission and another. Mashate Mabomu Peter versus Electoral Commission and another. Election Petition Appeal number 47 of 2016.
And in all those decisions binding on this court, uncertified DRR forms were rejected as being inadmissible in court. We do find ourselves in a similar situation, where the applicant has
certified copy of the case that was cited on the Supreme Court at the time the Supreme Court was hearing the appeals was in reference to an election petition. So under section 69 of the Parliamentary Elections Act, in our application we shall prove it is not necessary to prove. It's not necessary to prove what the results are. Our only obligation is to raise doubt. That must be understood. Our only obligation is to raise doubt that there seems to be a problem. That there seems to be a problem. So then the court is moved to go and figure out what the problem is. And I say this respectfully, but I regret to say that the raising of the objections has completely wasted time. They were unnecessary. The raising of the objections were completely unnecessary.
Application to cross-examine the applicant. So that we also have guidance from the court. We intend to cross-examine the diplomat. Is definitely in support of the application. Worship, the matter before you is an election matter. It is squarely relying upon declaration of forms. Squarely relying on upon declaration of results forms, DRR forms. And the authority, Your Worship, of JB Kakoza versus EC and Liga, cited by my loved brother, states that uncertified declaration forms have no space in court. Uncertified declaration forms have no space in court. They are not different from love letters. They have no evidential value. They have no evidential value. And this honorable court is obliged to stand by the position of the Supreme Court that cannot rely on uncertified declaration of results forms, because they are the basis, they are the gist of this application, Your Honor. An absence of which court cannot proceed. So we pray.
Does it mean that before you file an application for the Recount, we are supposed to have the declaration form certified by the attorney?
yes.
Most obliged, Your Worship.
I'm just putting it
If you want to grade my brother, Jogori, the second respondent waits for addition like this. So you write to the second respondent seeking certified declaration forms. That is, I've done that.
Okay, Your Worship, there is an exception. There is an exception to the general rule, under which the applicant, there is an exception to the general rule, under which the applicant would have probably used. He must have written the candidates, not political parties. Nakwedde, that's the number. Those are four.
I said myself, Nakwedde, Nrm'S, Nakwedde, there was a Shamin,
Shamin, don't know the candidates
I know
contested
there
with.
were 8, but as we speak now, you received symbols. You want their names. So this is all I can get to ask now.
I think she has answered the question. Those are the questions.
Was this a general election? Were there other elections other than for women?
Your Honor, I like to raise an objection behind this. Our law of evidence is that you can cross-examine on anything, but the evidence you're soliciting must be relevant to the facts in issue.
Because at the end of
That's,
the
yeah,
time,
because we cannot,
You see, your
in all honesty, we can, even though you can cross-examine on as much as you can, and the liberty is there.
I'm sorry to say this, I have had instances where it's like it doesn't, but that's why now when you go to those other courts, is it court of, I remember when I was working somewhere in the Supreme Court, they would tell you, you are going to do the cross amendment, you are going to make submission for this time.
Yes.
If you can,
Your Worship, I have,
so that you know because we are time back.
Your Worship, we concur with the issue of time. But the lies exhibited by the deponent.
That's why we are saying
we need to just have justice.
you try to make sure that you bring out the lies when you are going to the point.
You see, she's now remembering. Martin, she knows the lies she has. Yes, the others?
How it's not Margaret lie. It's just I told you we were 8, but
said
we're
you
calling all
forgot it.
their numbers,
You
their
said-
names.
You said you have
Very
forgotten.
fast. It starts being.
You can ask another question, but let it be related today.
Council Martin, let the witness answer. Ask her. So, are you changing? You have now remembered? Nakwedde what? There are 3 stations. Which one did you specifically vote from? Don't look at the other ones. First, the magistrate. If you have forgotten, you say you don't know.
There are 3 separate.
So did you vote from?
Specific numbers.
Did you vote from all the 3?
I voted from 1.
And I hope we
You
have
have
some
been into
order.
that.
So there are 3 polling stations. You voted from the entire 3.
No, I voted from 1.
So you recall the polling station where you voted?
From? You got it right. Your answer, my dear.
It's Light College.
You actually, there are 3 polling stations at that center. So which specific one did you vote from? There are 3 as I said.
I had a
She has a polling, that was a polling area.
Light college.
Yes, and Light College, if you look at the declaration of results forms, there are several other stations. It's just a polling area.
If you don't remember,
I
you can.
did not round that part, but I was at 1.
So you don't remember where you voted
I
from?
voted from, there are 3, but all the names are Light College.
So you
Light
don't
College,
know where you...
separated in, there was Nrm'S and something, but I voted from 1.
Whose name you don't know?
I did not cram that.
She didn't.
Did you have a polling agent at that polling station?
Yes, I had.
What was his or her name?
Again, Your Honor, the polling station.
Your Worship, we are looking at
any
polling
three.
stations. There are 10 polling stations in quotation. I am not asking about either polling stations. I'm looking at Kayunga. Council allowed me to examine low-lying witness.
Maybe
Let me raise the issue I want to raise. That much has been tried. The polling station, for any 3 of them are that area, are not in issue.
We don't know.
Are not in issue. What is in issue is a question of 10 polling stations. Your Honor, you asked to decide whether you're going to do a recount for those 10 or not. What happens in the rest of them, this is not the entire challenge. We're not challenging the entire election.
Your Worship, are you aware of the point she has supported from? We don't know
She has said
whether
that she doesn't.
it is in this term or not. A person with selective memory, as you are seeing her, you cannot just take her like.
Why don't you leave that one to court?
Your Worship, that's why we need to know, so that's her evidence against court. There are polling stations under issue. We don't know whether these are the ones, because he selectively choosing what to say. So counsel, let your witness stand. I am not asking about polling stations from Kampala. I'm asking about that area.
But I hope she has answered that one, that she doesn't. Maybe you were asking about the polling agent.
Yes.
Do you recall the polling agent where you got it? No, but do you recall your agent?
She's called Madame Shami.
Shamin. Let's look at paragraph 8. You contend that that in the polling stations of Mukondo Church, Mukondo, okay? Did you have a polling agent at that polling station? Were the votes counted at that polling station? How many did you get at Mukondo polling station? Tell us.
Do you recall the votes you got or you don't?
Yes.
Do you recall the, because no, the issue is, let me tell you.
But Your Honor, I apologize. But Your Honor, in our practice, when something is numeric, a witness is allowed. Your Honor, in our law of evidence and our court practice, when a question is asked about numeric, something in number, a witness is allowed to confirm. This is woman member of parliament with 505 polling stations.
You know, it's a question which has been put to her, but I'm wondering whether the person will be able to call.
Your Worship, these are the contentious areas. She ought to know what she got. She ought to know what was carried in favor of Honorable Nakwedde. She ought to know this. There's nothing like saying there are 500. You have restricted us to 10. Madam Cobb Swindle ought to know what you got and what you are contending. How many votes did you get at the Congo? If you don't know, it's confirmed that you don't know.
I carried it.
No, do you recall the votes you got in Mukondo?
Answer the question. Do you know the number of votes you got at Mukondo?
I know then that I think the carried media.
Okay, say it as you know them. You are contending these polling stations, all right? That they falsified results. What results did you get?
Since I don't want to give you the wrong number, that's why I asked for my documents. I can end up giving you the number of a different polling station and then you end up telling
So you don't know. Should you consider that you don't know? Do you know or you don't?
I know, but I don't want to end up giving you a number of a different polling station. That's why I want to refer to my documents.
You
Because
should
these are numbers.
consider that she doesn't know.
No court knows how to record it.
Do you know the number of votes that were given to Nakwedde, which you are contending? The wrong ones, okay. According to you, you know the right ones. Do you know the wrong ones that Nakwedde got?
If I was allowed to use my documents, I would tell you because I want to give you an exact number.
No. Do you know what Nakwedde got?
And I think he has answered.
Most of that, Joshua. Now to Z, sub-counter. All right? Did you have an agent there? Do you have an agent? Valley. I should buy West. In the brackets, NAL. Dash Z. Close the brackets. NAL to Z, sub-county headquarters. don't recall.
I want to be able to do the exact, because they are there, the sign.
Those copies are uncertified, you don't have to look at them. They're also an issue here, all right? So inform us what you know. So which of these polling stations do you recall vividly the results? What you got and what was given to Honorable Nakwedde, who was successful in this election? Which results do you recall offhand out of the 10? Madam Council. There are 10 polling stations. Leave the phone. It's your beautiful phone. Out of the 10 polling stations, which results do you recall that here I got this and Nakwedde was given this?
You don't recall, you can say.
I did not cram. I chose to cram them.
You didn't cram them. Good. Good. Did you attend the Tally Center?
Yes, I was there.
From what time?
We voted on Thursday. I arrived at the following day on Friday.
What time did you enter the Tally Center and which gate?
Roughly by 11:30 I was there.
11:30 p.m. AM.
11:30. 6 in the morning. And I left by 3.
Don't mind, just make sure it's so. They voted on which, from what time to what time?
Voting
The voting is
was from morning to 4.
1 to 4.
Yes.
What time did you, on which date and time did you enter the Tally Center?
On 16th from 11, like I said, and I left at 3.
You
3:30
left?
there.
What time?
3:30 around there when I was given my declaration form.
8:30.
Pardon?
From 11 on Friday to 8:30.
3
3:30.
roughly there, yes. In the evening.
Maybe here. Did you have an official agent?
Present with me?
An official agent in your election? In your
Yes,
election?
yes, I did.
Who was that?
It's called Waswa.
Called
Waswa.
Waswa Kato? Waswa who? Which other name?
Waswa Joash.
Joash Waswa.
Yes.
Is he one of your witnesses here in court? Tell court, don't leave counsel actively. Man is very serious. Attend, don't look at you.
Maybe you know was fair enough that they support.
No, Your Honor.
That's why we want to know your worship. Is he a witness here? Did you also attend the Tally Center?
Yes, I was there with him.
Did you enter together?
Yes, we did. But before I had the Yes, I was with him, I entered with him.
When you entered at 11,
What was studied by 3, I was present, but before everything was concluded, the declaration was issued.
look at Annexure A. Okay. Was Annexure A given to you in person? Who was it given to?
Given to your client. Nrm'S.
So for you got that copy from Nakwedde. Where did you get that copy from? Your Shukla,
No,
can't-
it,
yes? Don't look at counsel. Counsel, please, you want a witness. Or you want to become a witness in 4 months.
no, the thing is,
You want duty counsel. No,
You don't want
Your worship, let me see the face. Okay, 2 more that judgment given.
The eyes, eh?
2 more that judgment given.
this declaration was given to Nakwedde.
Where did you get it from?
Definitely I got a copy because the declaration is a public.
Where did you get it from? Even if it's TikTok, tell us.
Posted another one, not this one. Next one, another one.
Inform court, where did you get that document? That's your affidavit. Counsel,
From herself, because she's unnegotiable.
where did you get it from?
Your Honor, ask and answer.
That's got it from the applicant.
Yeah, I wasn't given this copy by the SC. They gave me another one.
Court note that he got it from the applicant. From the respondent. From the party.
Let's take it from her. Tell court, where did you get that document from?
Because it was given something from the government. She released another one.
So where did you get to attach it on this form? Wajijawa
I answered, I said she's done received it.
and gave it to you. She's your friend. Madam Birungi, are you friends with Madam Nakwedde?
No, baby, anymore. Politics is
So you exchange documents?
politics is not something I do or die. But she gave me her origin.
Could you show court the original?
Could you be having the original that
No, I don't have. How do I have her origin? I only have 9 that I received from this thing. My origin. I just put.
maybe it's a simple. Could you be having the original that document?
This one? No, I don't have.
So can we say that this is a forged document?
When it has a stamp from the East,
Don't mind. You don't have the original. You don't know where you got it from. Okay? So it's a forged document.
no ice. And the East, when she was declared, the RO got a declaration letter and gave her a copy. Then I stayed behind. I demanded from my very own, which he had even insisted not to give me. Then he later gave me my own,
Who gave it to you?
the RO.
So you're now changing the position.
No,
It's not from Nakwedde.
after declaration, I have a right to receive my copy. They declared her and gave her own copy. Then when I also demanded for mine, that they were not giving me, the RO later also gave me mine that was
Is that,
different
is
from
that
what she
this
had.
A?
No, it's not this one.
I'm referring to A. Don't go to another. Court is interested in knowing A. Okay? And actually how you forged it. Because we see this now a police issue. And then we don't. By the time you got out at 3, had they finished counting?
All the results,
Yes.
the polling stations, no, they had it.
These results in the 10 polling stations you are contending, have they been counted and included in the tally center, in the tally?
I need to explain to you what happened.
No.
What I said.
Yeah, just answer, Mama.
Bale, we
let's
had
look at-
only counted 9.
let's
They
look
had
at,
not finished everything.
Let's look at Mukondo. By the time you moved out after knowing that you have lost at Mukondo, have they tallied these results?
Mukondo.
Mukondo.
Remember Mukondo was read and then it was put aside. They did not, they had a judge at the day. Because she kept on raising her hand.
Did they, the DRR, the returning officer, dealt with Mukondo? By the time you moved out of
He read the results, then she made a complaint and they were put on the side. So before even we went into everything of finding out what is wrong here, because I stood up to complain, I was saying, why are all my results this and this and this? The RO stood up and said, I am now declaring, before declaring all the other MPs.
So they declared when you were in the tally center.
Yes. Before all the results were put.
Sorry, declaration of return form for transmission was declared at that time. Because you were finding 3 of them.
Please, pardon?
At the time You said when they are declared you are in. All right, is that true?
Yes.
So which of these forms was handed over to you, A and B? Counsel, she's a lawyer, she understands the things.
But that's just
Your worship,
This is what I
questions
was
are
given.
funny. Which one are you given?
I was given
Show court. You are given B.
and R.
And what time was that? According to you. No, don't mind, don't mind. We just want to know. You know, none of us was there. Not even your counsel, I'm sure. Okay? In this whole team, it's only you who was there.
Yes.
So, this was at what time?
I stayed around
3:30. Which one to refer this witness to paragraph to Annexure B, the downer footing, the last sentence before the stamp. Read it loudly. Read that. Returning officer's name from there.
1920.
Mr. Biyoshi.
I know what you're trying to
Don't
say.
mind, don't know. You don't know. Counselor, you are a
I'm
witness.
not the one who issued this
You're a
document
witness,
myself.
my dear.
Me, I'm telling you what I received and at what time.
You're a witness.
This is what they gave me.
Worship part is, here's the second document. That document. Your own document.
I'm saying 1920.
Okay, read it. Returning officer. Read.
Masiko Douglas Twine.
Continue date.
My date is January 16th, 2026.
Continue.
And time 19:20 p.m. Kayunga District Council Hall.
So, what time was this document printed? The document you have attached. Council, I'm referring to the document here.
Yeah, when you called me as a that of me reason, she said she was given the document. Failed in terms of timelines. When a document has been exhibited in court, evidence should not be again adduced to prove it. If the timestamp is there, can't court see it? This is not just that they are soliciting for her to read the timeline. They are trying to cut us out in terms of timeline so that we do not achieve the purpose for which this application is. And I want to put this very specifically on record. It is being delivered. They are going to but because the next questions would come on them making her read every document, then we'll go to the tally, then we'll read the percentage, then we'll read
that's why I'm also, that's why when you people, even when you are filing the application, make sure that
I experienced in that.
You
That is
remember the
then
truth.
in your absentia.
You remember the truth, madam.
Yes, please.
You remember. It's okay. So, did you make an objection during the tallying process?
Yes, I did.
Have you attached any evidence of that objection? Show court in which paragraph you indicate that you objected. Counsel.
Me objecting?
Yes, that you objected. Show court. We don't want to waste time. Show court. That in this paragraph, this I objected, the returning officer refused. Show
I
court.
objected to what? I told you that I did not take that too much that I didn't.
maybe she never inquired where, but
Your worship is just lying. Your worship. Are you aware, Madam Birungi, are you aware that internet had been switched off by UCC? Are you aware?
Wi-Fi was working.
Are you aware that that internet was switched off by UCC?
Wi-Fi
I'm
was
asking you, are you aware or not?
Your worship, very close. This has been made in because there's unofficial declaration by the states. The internet was off.
Exactly.
No one can blame the security process.
To video conference. Your worship, these questions,
It was restored yesterday.
yes, official. Your worship, these questions are not just wasting God's time. Birungi will not lie us. There was no official in the country. There's no internet.
Your Honor, if I may. Your Honor, if I may.
Because you take
No, and I have not put it on record. Good enough, I have not put it on record. There is something which they are telling me that I have not put it on record. And at the end of the day, I'm going to.
That's okay. Your Honor, when the time comes, when they have brought an application or reported to police, they are found to show that she was accessing internet illegally or that Wi-Fi is not on, you will make it. Your Honor, you only required to know if a person appeared on video conference. If he wants proof, he can make his request. I have proof that on the 22nd, my internet was working. I have my WhatsApp messages. He's calling us a liar because of that. The whole courtroom,
I
not
don't
you.
want- I don't want to comment about it.
So-
I'm told there are some people who are accessing.
Not some people.
Personally, I want
Not
to
some
know.
people.
officially.
Your Honor, let me finish. Let me finish.
And
People who are accessing their messaging apps through a Wi-Fi system is the reason she came to my office. Because outside you cannot. But that is not what you're being asked to do. And I know I cautioned early that they are going to run around up to 3, up to 4, up to 5.
I know I have even another application.
Yes, that's what they are doing. They are not actually trying to find out whether
But
it
you
was
see the
legal
lines, you
or
also-
illegal or to access internet at the time. That's not what they are
Cancel.
doing.
You see- you see
Finish
what-
up so that we can.
In Uganda, between the 13th and yesterday, we did have internet.
breached, which electoral laws were breached. This is evidence. Can you? If you can't, you say, no, I can't.
Electoral laws that are breached.
Yes.
For starters,
Please don't consult your counsel. Please don't. Respect court. Tell us which laws were breached. If you don't know, you say you don't know. And then move on to the next page.
do you want me to state the sections? What do you want?
Oh, goodness, Lord. You are a lawyer, aren't you? Aren't you a lawyer?
Yes, I did know what you said.
Oh,
No, but it's also simple. You can say, I don't know the law.
yes, you tell us. If you don't know, you tell us you don't know. Then we continue. We proceed.
I remember when we were in the hospital, they would tell us the best lawyer is the person who knows where to find things. I remember.
That the Kayunga District Returning Officer declared 3 different sets of results wrongly and in breach of electoral laws, indicating that Nakwedde and Kayunga.
In those 3 different sets of results, is there any where you declare the winner? Yes or no?
In a different set?
Yes. No. Yeah. How many police stations have been handled? Yeah. This is your evidence. You are trying to use documents. And this is your paragraph.
I did not know what they had considered.
And the second declaration.
Still, I didn't know because the declaration came out of nowhere. Before even all the male MPs were declared.
And the third
And they said
declaration.
he had got an order to declare.
The third declaration.
This one came finally. I saw it from Nakwedde's TikTok. She posted it. And then I also went and received a copy, them showing that they had finally typed after they were playing.
And when you go to Annex M, That one next. How many votes do you get? Is it a very hard question? The figures are there. Can you read for me in words? What is in words? Read for me the number in words. According to that annex. Just do that. Louder. Okay. Can we go to annex N? Yeah?
346.
And the words crossed under?
Your Honor, we have been through this.
Please.
Again, you need to know when someone is raising an objection, you let them talk. Your Honor, these are things that are encroachments. These are matters for submission. The person is supposed to relay what they want to relay.
That you demonstrate the discrepancy, the sum total of the different shows that I actually called a total 40,281 votes as compared to the first respondent who polled not more than 38,747 votes.
Were those figures declared by the returning officer at any one time? Yes or no?
Maybe the one,
No, I'm asking yes or no.
the second one, the one for the response.
He's saying that it's the second one.
I asked her to tell me whether those figures she read were declared by the. This is a set. This is a set of results.
But she has only said it's the second.
Okay. Okay. Did he mention that you got what you state here? The returning
Even in the
officer.
ones we got in,
No,
we mentioned
no, I'm
nowhere
asking. Did the returning officer say that you got what you state here? Yes or no?
I think that's why I'm
No, please. I'm asking yes or no.
No.
Thank you.
Just pause. Simple. Is there just pause? Your Honor, the locus classicus in Recount is Yahima winning. That says Momani. So very little underlying 2001. The learned justice Recount says, and I quote, good cause for a recount, good cause for a recount must be shown by the applicant to the satisfaction of court, on a balance of probabilities. How do we get to good cause? Section 73 of the Parliamentary Elections Act points us to what could be considered as good cause. Section whereas is for mandatory count, the returning officer gives parameters onto which the party that is justified may seek redress. Because the parameters in 73 are 50 votes or less. 50 votes. Does not matter if the constituency has 1 million people, 50 votes. And not get what test causes may need to make use of the Supreme Court case. This is Admissibility versus is Honorable Harriet Nakwedde. She polled 38,547 votes. She polled 38,547 votes. The applicant, Birungi Kalangwa, polled 37,246 votes. 37,246 votes. Sorry, 37,246 votes. 37,246 votes. Your Worship, the difference is 1,301 votes. 301 votes. Your Worship, these are the voters that braved rainfall in the morning, terrible weather, and voted for their candidate. It's not right for the applicant to seek to use court. And if I may use the wise words of Justice actually Colin in the case of Bowe Ivan and 8 others, the Lordship was supplied the citation. He said that the applicant sought to get to Parliament through the window. The door is election. You come, they vote you, go to Parliament. No other way. Nothing else. People either choose to vote you or they choose not to vote you. Your Worship, the people of Kayunga district chose their woman representative of Parliament, Harriet Nakwedde, with that number of votes. The court is untwisted into allowing this fishing expedition. Attachments to the application. The Court of Appeal in the case of Mashaki Magomo Peter versus the Electoral Commission. We already supplied. And then the Supreme Court in the case of John Baptist versus the Electoral Commission, Liga Anthony. Liga Anthony was categorical. Kakoza Anthony, Kakoza John Baptist versus the Electoral Commission and Liga Anthony was categorical. It states certified DR form cannot be validated, by the mere fact that it's annexed to an affidavit. Your Worship, it continues that a DR form is a public document within the meaning of section 73A, 73A2 of the Evidence Act. It requires certification if it is to be presented as an authentic and valid document of evidence. The second respondent, and he did the first one, do not know anything about these attachments. These are foreign. We have never seen them, and we do not know where they come from. The second, which is the local commission, and we believe the first one too. Correct, Nakwedde. Do not know these attachments. To the best of our knowledge, they are a figment of the applicant's creative imagination. She put there what she wanted. And we beseech court to treat them as they are, street documents. You know, the ones where they wrap sumbusa and chapati, those ones. These are street documents. Praise to this honorable court. Praise to this honorable court. That this application is formed for what it is. Fishing expedition, which needs to be ended today. So pray.
Certificate of 2 counts, Your Worship, is granted in, I just want to justify certificate of 2 counts, Your Worship. It is granted demonstrations where matters are technical, like the one before you. And also where